going to apply a linear regression algorithm on HR data, and we are going to bring the data from Oracle Fusion. So let's move ahead and let's see what is linear regression. So linear regression is a statistical method used to model the relationship between a dependent variable, which is also known as target or response variable, and one or more independent variables, also known as predictors or features. The object of linear regression is to find the best fitting linear equation that describes this relationship. Okay, so this is a simple linear regression equation you can see over here, which says y is equal to beta 0 plus beta 1x, where y is a dependent variable and x is the independent variable, and beta 0 is the intercept, and beta 1 is the slope. So now let's move to our Oracle OTBA instance and let's see what report we have created and what all data we are going to fetch. So here is a payroll report where you can see the payroll name and the worker display name and payroll ID and in what quarter and the payment amount. So these are all the details we are going to fetch. Uh, and I have already downloaded this file. So let me, and the format is CSV. So let's open this file and we are having the same data uh, which we brought from the Fusion. Now let's move to our code, and this is our code. I have already written the code. Let's see, and this is the output we are expecting. Okay, so this code is shows how well the linear regression model can estimate the payment amount based on the features, which is payroll ID and different quarters. So we have taken 2023 quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4, and for 2022. So let me open another file. Okay, and let's just delete this one. Okay, so first thing we are going to do is we are going to uh, import numpy as np and sorry, and import pandas as pd. So what these libraries are, okay. So NumPy is used for numerical operations, and the Pandas library is used for data manipulation and analysis. So these are the libraries which we use for machine learning. Let's import matplotlib dot pyplot as PLT. So this library is used for plotting and visualization. One more library is there, so which is Seaborn, and this is used for statistical data visualization. So well, uses SB, and let's import warnings also. So this is used to manage warnings in Python library. Let's use warnings dot filter, and let's just ignore. Okay, so filter warnings. links. Okay. So let's see. So this is import warnings. Start filter warnings NINGS. Okay. Okay. So this line over here will disable warning messages, which is used for cleaner output during the execution. Now let's bring our file over here. So we are going to use pandas library, and in that there is a function read CSV, and let me see where we saved our file. So this is our Python file, and this is our CSV file. So let's use that payroll 2.csv. Let me click on debug and let's try. Oh, okay. So let's print this. Our data set, data, uh, data frame. So we are going to print a few of the columns, and let's just print, run this. Okay. So this train dot head has provided us few 5 rows and 5 columns. Uh, okay. After this, let's copy our data frame to a variable. So I'll name this original, and which will be equal to train dot copy. So we have copied our data frame to this train underscore original variable. Okay. After this, let's print the number of rows and columns we have in our data set. So for that we use shape. So train dot shape. So here you can see number of column is 21929, and number of row is 21929, and the number of column is 5. Let's print number of columns just to verify. Let's run this. Okay. So there are display name, payroll ID, payroll name, quarter, and payment amount. Now let's get the data type. So for that, train.dtypes. So for each column, you can see the data types. Display name is object, payroll ID is integer, payroll name is object, quarter is object, payment amount is float. Okay. So after that, let's convert the categorical variable into dummy variables. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to use our train variable, and then pd.get dummies, get dummies, and then train and d types. Oh, sorry, d type is equal to int. Let's print this. Uh, d type. Okay. So we have converted categorical variable into dummy variables using one hot encoding. This is known as one hot encoding. After that, now let's create a feature variable which is x is equal to train, and let me copy it from here. Okay, and we will print it at the same time. So we have provided the feature variable, which is our variable x, and the target variable, which is variable y. So our target variable is payment amount, and our feature variables is payroll ID, quarter uh, 23, first quarter, 23, second quarter, 23, third, and we have taken all the 8 quarters from the past 2 years, which is 23 and 22. Okay, now let's run this code, and okay, so we got our dummies over here. So this is all for all the quarters starting from 2023 quarter 1 till 2022 quarter 4. Okay, let me make some space over here, and now let's select the specific. Okay, we have done that. Now let's drop rows with missing values in X. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to take our X variable, and we are going to use a function called drop NA. So this is going to drop the rows with the missing values in X. And now there is something else, which is Y is equal to Y log X dot index, which ensures that Y only includes the corresponding rows to the cleaned X. Okay, so now let's use our scikit learn library, and inside that model underscore selection, and we need to import train underscore test underscore split. Okay, so uh, we have imported train underscore split underscore test underscore split function from sk dot model section selection. After that, let's use train and x underscore test and y underscore train y underscore test. So now let's split this variable using train underscore test underscore split function, and x comma y comma test size 0.001%, and random state is Let's take us 40. Okay, let's print these values. Let me copy, paste, and we are going to use dot shape. Okay, so for Xtrain, you got the number of rows and columns. For Xtest, you got 22 rows. And okay, so for the test data set, we have few rows. Now, let's again use sklearn. We are going to take linear model, sorry, import. Yes. We are going to import linear regression. Let's create an instance for linear regression function. So this is linear function lr dot fit x train y train. So what this is doing, this is that this trains the model on the training data sets. Let's print model score lr dot score and x test no, y test. Now we are going to predict and visualize the data frame. So for that, we are going to uh, create a variable which is ypred, and we will be using a linear regression function. So lr dot predict, we are going to predict x test and predict data frame. And from the pandas library, we are going to choose data frame. And after that, we are going to provide actual and predicted value, and we are going to calculate the difference. So let's provide actual value first. So actual value will be y test, and then predicted value will be y predicted. Then we are going to provide the difference. Difference y underscore test minus y underscore prediction. Okay, let's print predicted data frame. So you can see the actual and predicted values and the their differences. Okay, so now only now we have to use our Seaborn library to plot the regression graph. So at axis we are going to print the y-test. Then at y-axis there is y predicted. Then ci is equal to none. Scatter KWS. We want color. We want color to be blue for the line. And line underscore KWS color to be red. And the now let's show the graph. Okay, so let's try. Okay, first let me provide some comments over. So what we actually did. So we did prediction and visualization. Visualization over here, then and in this line we build and train the linear linear regression, and here we split data into training and training and testing set. We did data preparation over here. Data preparation and loading and okay. Yeah, what we did. We loaded the data and we inspected. the data. And at first we did is import library. Okay, so first we did we imported the libraries, then we loaded and inspected the data. After that, we did data preparation. Then we split the data into training and testing sets. After that, eh, here we build and train the linear regression, the data frame. Then here we predicted and visualize our data frame. So let's now run this code and let's see whether we are getting our desired output or not. Okay, so the red line is our linear regression passing through the dots. So this is all for this video. Thank you for watching the video. We will meet in our next video. Thank you.